Hello. I'm officially 2 weeks post surgery. I am feeling pretty well. I'm rested. I have more motivation. I've been walking a bit and getting those 10k steps daily. It's been really nice to feel this positive change after 2 weeks of being very unmotivated and just generally more very confused because things happened that I did not expect or I wasn't told that could happen, which I will talk about throughout the video. Yeah, I'm just so happy that at this point I can actually start doing things that I like going out with friends just here outside. I'm still not going into very public places yet. I'm just walking around or in the nature, just with a distance. Yeah, so we can start on the 3rd of February. Actually, I had to give myself an injection of Clexane. It's something to prevent thrombosis, which is basically blood clogging because of the lack of movement after surgery and everything, because you do not walk as much. Especially I stayed 3 days in the hospital and I really wasn't moving. I was a lot in bed and just moving to go to the toilet, or when I had to go and eat something and I wanted to sit on the little table thing I had. Yeah, that was that. And on the 4th of February is when everything started. My calculated surgery was around 11:12, so I had to be there at 9. Exactly, I had to be there at 9. I arrived and they put me into a little room for myself where they asked me questions. When was the last time I had eaten? Just very important questions, I suppose, so that they know, because of the anesthesia. And they let me pack my things, and then around 10:30 actually, I was told to change into different clothes, which I did, and there are pictures that I will put. It was actually funny because you just strip yourself naked and just put over some sanitary hospital clothes, and because of being my first time doing that, it was I found it personally funny, just seeing myself with clothes like that. And yeah, and then around 11 it was actually time. We went to we walked to the place where they do the anesthesia. I was greeted from the people that were gonna be in my surgery, checking that everything is all right. And I was told to lay down, and they asked me, what are you doing? What's your name? When's your birthday? Just things so they know that I am aware that what is happening is actually something that I know of. I'm not like going there just with no knowledge. Yeah. And then I was carried to a room where they started preparing me with the infusion. They put some type of things all over my body. Nothing hurt. And then they started, talking, saying, like, where's the place you want to go? Where do you feel the most calm? And I obviously told them I like the beach because I love whatever type of beach I can be. Sadly, where I live, there's no beach. So that's something I really miss from my homeland and just general holidays. So yeah, I told them that, and they said, it's about time that we're gonna do the anesthesia. And they did it with the gas mask. So yeah, they put it on me, and they told me just think about good things, beautiful things. And yeah, I don't know if it was seconds, which I'm probably guessing it was seconds. I was gone, and the surgery was around 11:30, 12, I guess. And I woke up at 2:30, and I was in a place where I had to be held around 5 hours, just because I was in a type of health risk that because of it being so close to the breathing tube and everything, they had to help me from 2:30 until 6:30, which was 4 hours, almost 5 hours. And I cannot lie, it was very boring. I felt good after the surgery. I mean, I was probably under a lot of medication, and I was just laying there waiting so I can go to my room. And yeah, then at 6:30 they brought me to my room, and I got something small to eat, some soft foods, because I did feel a sore throat. It was very slimy. They did tell me the intubation they did will give me a sore throat, and it did. And I had to cough a lot for almost a week after the surgery. And yeah, then the second day, throughout the night, I felt very nauseous. It was probably from the anesthesia, they said, and they gave me all types of medication for that as well. I was probably drugged. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, it was actually good. My experience in the hospital itself was so good. The pain itself was all right. It was medicated. I don't think I don't think anything can go bad in that way when you're in the hospital, because sorry, I got my things, skincare. I bought some sun protection because I'm not allowed to have direct contact with the sun and my scar, so I had to buy sunscreen because I usually never use this sunscreen. Heard it's a big mistake, but I didn't care. Yeah, I said it was really nice, and up until the Friday, there was no complication. I mean, the pain was there, but it was medicated and everything, so that was alright by my side. And on Friday, I was released around 10 p.m., 10 a.m., 10, 10 in the morning. And yeah, I went home. My mom and my boyfriend were with me, and it was actually great. I was like, wow, for the 3 days, it's actually great. And yeah, then Saturday in the evening, I started feeling a bit of a tension here. It wasn't on the scar really, it was more up here where my double chin is, and it started feeling inflamed. And that was just until the evening of Saturday where I felt that. I was like, okay, weird, because I kind of saw it, it was visible. And I had really, really pain then in the night here. It was like, it was pulling my skin, and I couldn't sleep well. I kept waking up because I was still coughing. It started to hurt to spit out the mucus, the slime. Well, I couldn't sleep. It was a bad night. And then on Sunday at 3 a.m. I woke up, I looked in the mirror, and my face was like this. It was inflamed, and it hurt, and I was like, hey, I can't. I told my dad. I had to wake him up, and me and my boyfriend, my dad, we went to the emergencies there in the same hospital where I was. And yeah, I was taken care of really good. They took blood tests and just gave me a pack of ice, and they started questioning me, you know what, how did it lead to it. I was actually just, I got out of the hospital on Friday, and Saturday it just started being really inflamed there, and it started hurting, and now it's worse. Luckily, I didn't have any problems with breathing, which could have been the case, but I didn't, which I'm really happy about. I mean, that would have just made me more concerned and everything. But yeah, they did an ultrasound around here and here, and they told me I have a hematoma. I don't know the name in English, I'm really sorry. I will put the translation there. But basically, how they explained it to me, it was kind of like, it was bleeding inside, but it's not like deadly or anything. It was just part of post surgery kind of effect. And they did, my surgeon came over on Sunday, then, because I was from 4 a.m. until 8 a.m., 9 a.m., around there, I was in the hospital emergency room. And he came and he was like, hey, that's completely normal, that it happens to some and to some not. Don't worry, go home, just put ice. And they prescribed me antibiotics. So yeah, I had to take antibiotics for that. And for that, I got them on Sunday. Had to take them 7 days, but it got reduced until Friday, so only 5 days, 5, 6 days kind of. it was until Wednesday was getting really, really better. I met with my surgeon and he looked at it. He told me everything's fine. Yeah, I was also given on Friday hormones that I have to take in for the rest of my life. And I've had no problems with the hormones either until Friday. The last day actually where I had to take my antibiotics, I started getting rashes. First it was here around the arms, and then on Saturday I got a lot on my legs and my feet, and they were bright red. I will put a picture. It was bright red. I was concerned because I wasn't here near my hospital. I was with my boyfriend, which is like an hour 40 away, and I did my research online. It says it's probably from the antibiotics, and on Monday I went to see a doctor. I emailed my surgeon as well that I had those rashes, and he told me, yeah, go to your house doctor. And they checked me out. They said it shouldn't be a problem. It's just a reaction from the antibiotics, and that it's all right. So she gave me cortisone, which helped me. It was for 3 days. It was a really low doses of cortisone, and they're still here almost a week, but I mean they are fading. They look really well. I don't have really the sense of having to scratch them the whole time as I did on the weekend. Exactly. So that was what happened basically. I had the hematoma and the rashes from the antibiotics, but overall it was more side effects than the actual scar or anything, which I'm happy about that the scar is healing well. I have been starting to put this cream. It's from Bepanthen. It's a gel kind of cream which is supposed to help with the reproduction of the skin with the scar. And this is the sunscreen I bought. I still haven't used it, just arrived. Yeah, I was told if I did have any symptoms like tingling feeling in the legs or hands or even mouth, I should take calcium. This one is 1,000 milligram, but I have not had any symptoms that shows calcium deficiency, just that I don't have enough of it, so I haven't really took them. Besides the Friday where I got the rashes, I couldn't move my feet, so I took one and it helped a little bit, but maybe it wasn't really the calcium and it was just the antibiotics doing something there. So yeah, I have been feeling as said, way better. I've been going on walks. I've been doing some skincare with my scar, and now gonna start with the sunscreen as well, because of going out on walks, so it doesn't hit directly on my scar, the UV. And yeah, sleeping has been so much better. I used to snore a lot when I slept, especially when I had the nodule in my throat. I used to sleep and then immediately start snoring, and really loud. My parents sleep beside me and they told me, hey, we can hear you, it's so loud. And now I don't snore anymore. I sleep very well. I've been having my routine to go to sleep. I usually go around 9 to 10 p.m. to sleep, and I wake up at 6:30 to take my hormones, and sometimes I go back to sleep, or I just stay awake and wait for those 30 minutes that I have to wait, because yeah, I cannot take the hormones unless my stomach is empty. I can take them with a bit of water, that's all right. And yeah, I am really curious to see how my menstruation will go, since my last menstruation was before the surgery, around 1 week before the surgery, and it's supposed to come soon enough. Usually I get a lot of acne, bloating, and diarrhea before my menstruation, but yeah, I'm still seeing how it is. I feel like my skin is quite alright for that. I had my thyroid removed, and I don't know how my hormones are doing now. It's showing good signs of skin improvement, since with the hormonal imbalance I had before my surgery and everything, I used to get a lot of acne, especially on my face. And yeah, I'm really excited to document that as well. I hope you guys are also interested in seeing that. I'm so happy that I can hopefully help someone who sees this and feel less alone. I'm always open to have a conversation with anyone in the comments. I am not a medical professionalist, and I do not have a certificate to talk deeply about someone's diagnosis, but I can, make you feel less alone. I have an open ear for anyone concerning their thyroid problems, or just or as well post surgery, if you're feeling unmotivated. I'm always here. I will probably make a video about my scar development as well, and just some vlogs on how my life is without a thyroid, and probably a video about my menstruation as well, since that is also very important as a female. Yeah, I hope I could help a bit with what happened so far. I hope I kind of gave a good structure, and yeah, see you guys in my next video.